So this is your second test so far this year. How's everything going?
Testing's going really good this year for EnduroCross. I'm having a lot of fun. Haven't ridden it in a while, so first day out I think I was a little rusty, but we're on our second out here, and everything's going really well. We got kind of just basic setup stuff figured out last time, and this time a little bit more fine tuning and doing more hot laps and really putting down some laps. So it feels good, and it's fun to be out here, and happy to be riding that #1 bike around the track. Feels good.
Things are going really well. The bike this year is really awesome. I think it's even better than last year's bike. Our test track it's very difficult. It's difficult to make one lap out there. But I think overall it's going to be a really good training to get us prepared for what we're going to be racing on.
There are a lot of obstacles when it comes to EnduroCross. How do you basically get comfortable? How do you start, being okay with the rocks moving in front of you?
Yeah, EnduroCross is a really not normal feeling, I guess you could say. There's stuff in these courses that you're like, motorcycles aren't meant to go over, stuff like that. So, at first it is a little scary, but I compare it to learning how to jump for the first time. The first time, you do a little jump, you jump 5 feet, then you go 10, then next thing you know, you're doing 30, 40, 60-foot triples or something, And that's almost how EnduroCross is for us, I mean, we learn to hit stuff and we feel comfortable, okay, we can do that. We'll hit this, and, there's stuff out here that we're jumping this year that we didn't even jump last year. So that's just how, much more time we've had on the courses, how much comfortable we are with the bikes, and it's just how much the sport's progressing, almost like freestyle or something like that.
The rocks are probably the most difficult. For me, I really study them and try to pick a line where you can go rock to rock to rock without dropping in or getting stuck, and I do my best to stick to that same line. But a lot of the smaller rocks are constantly moving, and then it becomes more difficult, and a lot of times you got to buckle down and know you're going to hit that rock and it's going to move on you, and you do your best to be prepared.
So what would you say is the most important aspect of EnduroCross when you're out there racing?
An important thing on a EnduroCross track? Not crashing. It's hard not to do that too. It's tough. For us guys in the moto background, it's the rocks are the hardest section for us, so we try to get through those the best that we can. And other than that, just keep it on 2 wheels. It's tough out there.
For me, the #1 key, I think, is the start. Hole shotting, I feel really comfortable with the 250F coming out of the gate, and once you're in the lead, those guys behind you are always stacking up or getting stuck or holding another guy up. And if you can be out front, you can take all those lines that you've practiced and studied, and you can take them and be comfortable and not have to worry about being stuck in that line you want to take. I feel confident and ready to go, and for me, that's like the first part of the race. The first piece of the puzzle of the race is nailing that start and going from there.